Yo, what's going on, guys? Jarvan's currently a top 10 jungler this patch. I'm going to be showing you a 63% win rate build on him and how to carry. We're up against Lee Sin, Dark Harvest. That's pretty bad in my opinion, unless the meta changed, but I don't think so because Dark Harvest is still pretty crap. Even champions like Brand Jungle aren't really supposed to go Dark Harvest. For our setup, same thing. Conk, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Free Boots, Cosmic, Attack Speed 80, Health. Red Jungle item, you can go blue or green. I think red's pretty helpful for landing your knockup. Your E hits, it slows them, you land the Q. Pretty useful. Or you can just hit him with an auto EQ or W auto EQ. Very, very consistent. Wall 3 camp top. I'll just red wraps, Krugs, and pray to God Yone doesn't shove. It should be a pretty straightforward gank. This is how you're supposed to play Jarvan most of the time. Just level 3 red buff hungry. Kind of like Shaco, honestly. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just keeping watch. Should have laid our ward, grabbed oracles. It's fine, I guess. I mean, having ward, it does have its upside. You can gank, lay it, reset, and now your teammate has a really good vision source. So it's not like it's all downside, but as a whole, oracles is better for jungle early on. So laying it, 50-second mark resetting is typically what you want to do. We'll do wraps next. We'll pull Matt with Q. Make sure we just hit the big one. Is the main thing. The pet AoE damage is usually enough, plus with the next Q since we're already close. Just like so. Same thing here. We can pull him out. We ideally want it on the big one to do the damage. We don't actually have potion, which, I mean, it's a little dicey. Usually for the gank, it's not essential though. Oh, that little one actually reset. That's hilarious. Why is he still resetting? Good job, Riot. Nice. Okay, so Yone set it up. Some random player. We're in, I think, platinum. So we just type through camp top. Walk this guy down. He's actually whipping my teammate. Get him with the W. Ignite him early. Throw out the EQ super far behind him, so even if he flashes away, he dies. Notice how I also ignited him really early, because with how much health I had, it would have been kind of dicey to not ignite early. So I'm helping him shove here because Garen doesn't have TP. Plus, Yone lost way too much health to where he basically just needs to reset. I don't know why he did that. He just missed a bunch of CS for no reason. So yeah, he needs to reset, get his health back. I need to reset. I got some XP and whatnot. So you just walk up, we hit him with the W slow, pound him with red buff autos. The EQ, it was a little early, but I felt like he couldn't really outplay it. We certainly could have held on to it for longer. I didn't know if Yone was going to follow up because he was so low. So I wanted to get my E attack speed down at some point. Jarvan is not a full clear type of character. Usually do 3 to 5 camps, but typically once you're level 3 with red buff is when the show gets started. Ganking on him level 2 is kind of crap. The W slow is super good. You don't have to stand still to use it. So we see they're shoved here. Easy gank. We don't need to farm. Level 3 plus. Get another point into Q. We're going to EQ early. Get them both with the slow. I wasn't going to be able to hit either one really with an EQ. Maybe the Morgana if I really waited. But I figured getting the early slow would be better. I mean, heck, we almost had her. She even flashed. Because if I saved EQ to hit her, she would have just flashed it anyways. He might stay. Yeah, he's being really greedy. This isn't even ward except oracles, so I know it's not. I'll just wait for a second. Alright, I'll leave. Okay, Lee Sin. Okay, I'll go bot. This Brand's being really greedy. Get with the EQ W slow. Got his flash. We'll say bot flash is like like 950. Dragon is a little rushed here. At least we'll have time to back. We can go through snares. So even if you already snare, Jarvan Dash is special in that way. Pretty good pick against the Morg because of it. So here what we can do is just hold on to our E or leave it behind us to where we're still getting the attack speed bonus, but we have an escape route. I know Lee Sin's going to be here shortly. I have Ignite. I'm ready to gank. I have a feeling this is warded. He's acting super, super, like, far back. Yeah, like, super far back. Because Diana has a kill on him. We need to get away from the Yasuo. That's why I used my dash there. Down he goes. Notice how I ignited Lee Sin early. I wanted to get that duration because it lasts for 5 seconds. We need that damage on him ASAP. Yeah, Lee Sin, he ended up staying for whatever reason. I think that was a huge misplay on his part. He already had kill gold and he just stuck around. That's going to put him super far behind. Super, super. So our best move from here, probably pushing for grubs. I think my top laner has prio. Yeah. Kill advantages. He died at some point. This Lee Sin gank. Oh, okay, cool. Garen's here. Please block him, Rift Grubs. Oh, God. This is so stupid. God. What are the chances Garen goes for it right when I do? I can't go for red now. Yon's not... I can't go for anything now. I just have the base. I have no vision, no top lane. I have to just leave the red, leave the grubs, is what it is. Also have a lot of unspent gold, so there's that. So my red's presumably gone, grubs are presumably gone. That really sucked. Yon's back timing was so bad for us. We could set up drag off it though, because I have my gold spent. I have 2 smite chargers, so we'll nab wolves real quick. The fact they haven't taken grubs yet, they must have gone for my red. Because Garen spin, AoE, bonus damage against grubs. They must have just, yeah, like kind of camped my red buff out. Yasuo was so screwed. Well, maybe not. Wow. Cool. Impressive. Impressive. We were actually unable to get that kill. We throw out the EQ, get the knock up into the W slow. I need a... Ooh, throw out my Q, down he goes. Diana doesn't have TP. I think I should just push this wave. The amount of XP I'll get from this could be critical for my 6. Yasuo's dead, so he shouldn't really be able to catch this anyway, so it's not like he'll get an advantage. They just spawn. They know I'm doing this, most likely. We need to hurry. Smite charges up for a potential dragon. We need to get a pick before we do it. Ezreal's in base and whatnot. I do have Ignite, so the solo fight here should be heavily in our favor. Their bot lane will be like, tracing back to lane though at a bad time for us, so it's kind of about what Lee Sin's gonna do. He might just go for his top side. The fact he's not here yet is pretty weird. I'll throw my E out over there. Just hold on to my Q, I guess. So we're getting a attack speed bonus, and we still have the escape route instantly if we need it. Alright, we see where Lee Sin's at. He went for his blue, which makes no sense. He's about to walk over here. I could use my R. Oh, I don't want to show. I don't know if I just showed there or not. He's probably going to use Q over the wall to try to get to it. The knock up. Literally missed the knock up. I tried to time my R there. That was a big yikes. Got his R. Oh, what do you know? This is worded again. Morg's going all in. I need to get on one of them like right now. Auto R auto. Had to kill one of them quick. Garen's here. We got the EQ. Knock him up and we're out. We pulled a lot of people down here. If I was Lee Sin, I'd want to go for drag. Yeah, me missing my knock-up on Lee Sin was absolutely unacceptable. It was a critically bad outcome for us. I don't think he can do drag comfortably. He has Tiamat. It's not a very good item for doing drag. It's a low damage item for single targets. Yeah, they had no shot. Actually, just raw dogging drag there. No way. He actually doesn't have vision or what? I guess I just take drag then. Whatever. They never took grubs. Makes no sense to me. They just never chose to, even though they had the chance. He's playing heavy on scuttles, I guess. Weird. So he's either ganking Diana or he's just doing the Herald. So I give her useful pings. I don't ping her directly. You need to tell your teammates what you're talking about, not just drop big dookies on their head. That's like that every time there's a public encounter, how there's like always that woman in the background like frantically screaming, and it makes the situation 10 times worse for everybody else. That's that teammate. They just they're dropping those big fat dookie pings right on their head. It's not necessarily communicating very much. You might as well let them decide what to do with the information. What do we have here? Alright, she gets the kill. Garen already burnt R on me. I can heal it off just farming up. While Lee Sin's dead, we certainly could look for an invade. I don't see where Garen is. These oracles around here because the controller can't see all the way across that bush. Oh, he shouldn't have his R, so if you die to that Diana, you're a goose. Can I solo Garen? I have Ignite, so it's possible, especially if Spin's on a cooldown. Throughout the EQR. We're gonna ignite him super early. He's not hitting us because he's trying to avoid the turret shots. Oh god. Lee Sin getting there. I just don't have the damage. I think Garen's still super meta. I don't think he got nerfed in any way. I'm not a full item. Lee Sin's a full item there. I need to spend my gold. That's a wake up call. Hey man, you got a base at some point, right? Should have probably just queued sooner. Red buff took ages. I'm farming really slow because I'm not a full item yet. Eclipse isn't bad on Jarvan. Sunder Sky just gives you more survivability. This guy's low. Not a full item. Yon's not a full item. I think Yon's just a better character than Yasuo is. Yeah, he can do crap like that. There's nothing there. My teammate wasn't ready to follow up, is what it is. I don't think he saw me. We had a very tight window there to do something. I need to spend anyways. We'll pick up Sundered, and then we can go straight into our sweet Shojin. Jarvan builds are incredibly dynamic. He has so many good first item rushes. So he's got Sundered, he's got Eclipse. I mean, you can go Titanic, it's decent on him. His second items, once again, loads of good options. Here, I don't really want Black Cleaver second. Their team isn't building armor. They don't have an armor tank like Rammus or Ornn or something. Malphite. I have R. Garen is not a full item. Looks like he's about to get the turret though. We're already behind him. I'm not going to EQ. Well, I got to now. I don't want to R him necessarily because then I'll trap Diana in it. I want to give her an escape option. If I had to R just for the damage to finish him, I would have, but he wasn't at that health threshold yet. Lee Sin mid. I don't, this is probably control worded again. Or not. Auto R. She's ignited as well. Nice. We had a good timed R. Everything was hecka spicy there. I was trying to time my R to go through her snare. Jarvan R goes through all hard CC as far as I'm aware. It doesn't specifically mention it, but he can. I know firsthand you can R straight through like a Lux snare, Morgana snare, an incoming stun or whatever. If you time it properly, it's basically a Malphite R without the knockup. I have Sundered. I could just hit him with something here. Their whole team's dead, but Garen's kind of pushing me off drag a bit. I think I have to go armor. There are only 2 magic damage characters. I wouldn't want to go Merc Treads here. If you're really far ahead and you don't want to commit to armor magic, this you go Lucids. I'm not though. I have a lot of assists. EQ slow. Got to get him off my teammate. We need drags badly. Particularly against enemy junglers who can easily go over the pit, like a Lee Sin or Nidalee, it's super important to pull it out as much as possible to avoid them stealing it at the last second. Ocean Dragon also slows you on every auto, so pulling it out will give you a better chance of escaping. This fight bot side makes no sense. We've already taken Dragon, and they have 2 big CC champions underneath turret, so there's no point even showing up there. We might as well go back to farming and playing around neutral objectives. Since my R's up, I was down to wait in bot lane bush to do the gank. The problem is my oracles was on a cooldown, so I couldn't really check the tri-brush as I passed through, and sure enough, it turns out it was warded and we wasted a bunch of time. Before you go into a long wait gank type of situation where you're going to be waiting in one spot for a prolonged period of time, make sure you have oracles. That way you can use it and avoid these huge time waster ganks. Even if you can't get to a fight very well, if you can get your E in range for your teammate to be able to use the attack speed bonus, which remember the range on it is insane, it's like more than a Lux Q, then you can still help out in a fight. Invading here might seem weird because Lee Sin is definitely alive. However, my ultimate is up, so is my ignite, so I don't feel like he can solo me anyways. I'm trying to play it slow, wait for him to start his red so I can kill him on it. They seem to know I'm here though, so in this fight I'm trying to play it as methodical as possible to get as many Divine Sunder stacks as possible. We hit the EQ on Lee Sin, pop him with our R, and get him with Ignite, and it does finish him off. Having Ignite is so freaking useful because heal cut items really aren't that good on Jarvan. A Thornmail or a Executioners, those items are extremely subpar for him. Since Lee Sin's dead, we can hop over to his red buff. I do have oracles to make sure they're not going to collapse on me, and this is a really solid red buff. It's 5 reds because it's 20-minute mark plus, so me and my teammates will all get red buff versus them and their teammates getting red buff. Morgana is already dead, and I see the enemies are low, so by popping in, we can choose between Lee Sin, Garen, and Bran. Ideally, the lower health ones. My allies are the Ezreal and Soraka here, so I just need to make sure I stay within proximity to them so I don't get 1v3'd. My teammates are doing a good job following up. We're high health, so we can just run through the Bran CC as much as possible. Try to slow him down by making him use abilities. We throw out the EQ, almost in range for the R. Once again, our R does go through hard CC like stuns, so we were able to force out his flash there even though we should have been stunned just because we pressed R right as his Q was about to hit us. Bran does a grid out here. He thinks he can kill us with the AoE, and he kind of almost does. The thing is, whenever you kill the primary jungle monster, you get a heal as a jungler, so we have plenty of health coming off that, and then we can take the rest of Lee Sin's camps while he is dead. Since several of them are dead, after healing off this blue buff, our best move would be go over to Dragon and secure that for our Draxel win con. Diana should not have started it though because my smite is on cooldown. Ultimately though, the enemies had no more fight left in them, which is pretty common when you're ahead on Jarvan. He's extremely oppressive to play against. He's hard to kill because even if he's snared, he can EQ away because neither ability on its own is an actual dash. They have to interact together to be a dash. So even if you're already snared, for 3 seconds you can throw out an EQ away. Super hard champion to deal with when he is meta. He probably won't stay meta for long, so enjoy him before he gets nerfed.